Hello, thank you for listening to this. My name is Daniel McCarthy. I'm going to talk to you today about the Independent Broker Group. Let me start off by asking you a few questions. Are you a broker sized between 10 to 70 agents, and do you want to grow your brokerage? Do you ever wonder what you can do to compete with the, HomeSmarts, the West USAs, the Realty One groups, the Prudentials, the Remaxes? Oh my goodness. Well, let's just put them all together. Do you ever wonder what you have to do to compete with these individuals? If you answered yes to these questions, are you a broker sized between 10 to 70 agents? Do you want to grow your brokerage? And do you wonder what you can do to compete with those large brands that I just mentioned to you? If you answered yes to those questions, the question that you need to ask right now is, what is the Independent Broker Group? What is this? Well, let me explain this to you very clearly, very easily. This is a strategy called Power in Numbers. We're unifying small independent brokerages in a metropolitan market to fund and utilize the executive services that the larger top real estate brokerages use, aka outsourcing. Outsourcing. Not outsourcing like this, not outsourcing like what you think. I'm talking about outsourcing like they use in other industries, whereas you take your non-core processes and allow an executive team to handle them for you. Basically, you're outsourcing things such as recruiting, training, and retention. The three things that larger brokerages do extremely well on a mass scale because they have the financing and they have the ability to do so. So what we're doing is basically offering independent broker. Your smaller independent brokers now have access to a laundry list full of things that you will have done for you on your behalf, not consultation. I'm not going to be sitting here, consulting you of what to do. We're actually going to be doing these things for you. Well, let me just explain them to you one by one. You're going to get access to a virtual office meeting presented once a week for all of your agents to get into. Also, sales meetings conducted live on a regular basis. You are going to have access to us for consultation 7 days a week. We're going to draft correspondence for you. So that way you don't have to waste your time. If you need something, announcement to your agents, you say to us, hey, we need to say this to our agents. We're going to put it in a way that looks good, it sounds good, and send it to you to approve. And then we're going to send it out to your agents, or you can send it out to your agents on your behalf. We're going to present things for you. When you have serious presentations that need to be made, we can help you with those presentations. We're going to coordinate a training calendar. Every week, every month, there's going to be massive amounts of trainings put together on your behalf. So you're going to look like those large brokerages that you're competing with. We're going to manage your recruiting for you. We're going to help hire agents. We're going to hire agents on your behalf. We're going to manage your retention with you. We're going to help you with your retention strategies. We're actually going to be hands-on doing it with you. We're going to manage your ancillary services, the lenders, the title companies, the home warranty companies. How about the pest control companies? We're going to help you generate revenue through those streams. We're going to pay for ourselves. We're also going to offer relocation services nationwide, where you're going to be able to tap into referrals, get into this nationwide so you have business going out and coming in. We're going to manage it for you. We're going to be holding quarterly meetings. Every quarter, we're going to hold a big meeting for all the brokerages that are involved with the independent broker groups. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have the ability to be a part of the mastermind group of all the brokers that are part of this group. We're going to be doing a newsletter program on your behalf, on behalf of your agents as well, that they can tap into, so they can tap into for their clients. We're going to be handling your recruiting ads every week via email, social media, schools. We're going to be attending the schools on your behalf, recruiting agents for you, not telling you how to do it, actually recruiting them for you and putting them in your brokerage. We're going to be handling your website, helping you handling your website. So that way you have somebody that's an expert at your website that can be managing it for you, making it look good, giving you the best options available. We're going to help you with your negotiations. We're going to service negotiations for you. I myself would be involved with a lot of that. So when you're signing a deal with somebody on something, we're going to be there to help. And of course, we want to help you with implementing your divisions for your brokerage. That way you have all sorts of options available for your agents. And we'll get into that further if you have questions. Listen, this is the key with this program. We're starting the launch of this in the Phoenix Metropolitan Marketplace. Now, this launch is exclusive territories. We're not going to offer this to be a part of this group. You basically, if your office is in one city, that could be your city, where you're the only independent broker that's allowed to be a part of this group in that city. Before I conclude this presentation, I should tell you a little bit about myself and why I feel as though I'm qualified to help you with this, with executive level brokerage services. I'll start off by telling you I started off as a real estate salesperson in 2004. I grew my business quite well. We had about 10 agents, and in 2006, I had the bright idea of putting a real estate office inside Walmart Supercenter stores. And it took me about a year to negotiate with Walmart, but they eventually had pity enough for me to allow me to open our very first office inside Walmart. And that was in 2007. As the market crumbled, all I did was continue to grow. I grew the brokerage up to about 50 agents. Walmart came back to me. I was able to grow into more Walmart spaces. I had 3 Walmart store offices. And then I decided at that point it was time to merge the company or do some type of sell. And I actually merged the company with one of the largest real estate brokerages in the country. And at that point, we had merged the company in 2010. So from 2010 until just recently, I have been the CEO of the parent company of one of the largest real estate brokerages in the country. I've been expanding their franchise arm, and we went from 5 offices and to 53 offices in 8 states under my tenure. And I am now recently separated from the company. I am on my own. I am no longer a part of the organization that I had a big part of creating, and I am now helping independent brokerages grow. Yes, I'm very serious about this. Yes, I'm very passionate about this. And yes, I will be very hands-on with your brokerage for you to grow and be successful as a small independent brokerage. As a matter of fact, we're putting a guarantee on this service that I can double your real estate, the size of your real estate brokerage in a matter of 6 months. And talk to me more about the guarantee, of course, so we can come to terms on some things. But feel free to contact me if you have any questions about this. Of course, I hope that we're in business together. I hope that I can help you grow your brokerage, and that's what I'm passionate about, and that's obviously my expertise. Feel free to reach out to me. Thank you for listening.